We're back with Eurosport, the final part of Speed World this week, 5th round of the World 500 Motocross Championship at Sverepec in Slovakia. And Shane King, the New Zealander riding for KTM, leads the championship. Joel Schmetz for Husaberg is second, and Darrell King, brother of Shane, is third. But he's not here because of an injury. The big comeback story, though, is American Mike Healy after a big crash in April on his KTM. The 91-250 vice champion on good form now.
We were just testing down in Italy 2 days after the first GP, and it was raining, and I had a big crash down a big downhill, and I shattered 3 ribs and punctured my lung. In Italy, I was in the hospital for 10 days and had 2 operations. And then I went home after the 10 days and saw my doctors at home and went through therapy and started riding again. And this is really my first big race back. I've been in Europe back now for 2 weeks and trying to train, but it's difficult. You know, I have a little bit of pain, not a lot, but it's just my condition is not 100%. So yeah, I'm just gonna go out and do what I can today.
But what he does is 5th fastest in qualifying. Fastest is Joel Schmetz on the Husaberg.
I think on this track it's for sure not worse for the 4-strokes because in the downhills and the uphills we can use in the downhills we can use our brake engine, and in the uphills we can really use all our power. So I think for sure we are not disadvantaged.
Honda's Dieter Lacker, they're on the number 6. Well, this morning there was a lot of mud about, but I think it'll be okay for the race. Well, New Zealander Shane King on KTM is third in his group. Well, in the other group, it's Johansson who's fastest for Husqvarna. He comes on the grid just after Schmetz. We talked to Peter Johansson.
The start is quite equal to all the riders, so it's good to see where Schmetz going to go, and I'm going to probably park outside him.
There was a number of riders coming from the Czech Republic, like Svatos, and Slovakians like Katrinak and Fajnor. Everyone lined up for the first race here at Sverepec in Slovakia. Well, no problems at the front. But further back, there are a few. Oh, coming back down the hill there, best start for Bertrand, who crashed a few meters later. Ross is the leader, then Eckenbach, King and Bertrand. That soon changes because Eckenbach soon takes the lead from King, Schmetz and Rossi. Eckenbach retires there and King takes over as the leader with Schmetz second. Schmetz all the time coming closer up to King in the lead, and a big fight behind them for third place. So Joel Schmetz, Shane King, then Rossi and Lacker really going for it. Rossi for KTM, Laka for Honda. Martins goes past Bertrand. And with King leading, Smets is second. We see that Laka has moved up into third place. On the number 16 Honda there. Peter Johansson in fourth for Husqvarna. And Franco Rossi for KTM in fifth. And behind them a big fight for sixth between Van Dorn, Boonen, Caprani, Tabers and Martins. Well, in the closing lap, Smets gets ever closer to King. But in the final corner, Smets appears all alone. And the delayed
last
King
lap, I was coming up the big uphill, and then I landed in a rut and was full of water, and I must have got a bit of water in my plug cap, and it missed and misfired and all the rest of it. And Joel just got by me on the top of the next hill. He just had a better line coming inside of me, and he was riding really good. In the last lap there, I obviously pushed too hard. So
Smets, King and Laka on the program. Well, start of the second race. And it's Smets in the lead from Eckenbach, King and Laka. Would you believe, from amongst all that dust cloud? Well, King doesn't keep it for too long. Smets leading, but Eckenbach now into second place. Eckenbach passes Smets. Laka's third and King fourth. King fourth and Johansson fifth. Eckenbach still leading with Smets in second place, but closing fast. Behind them, a big fight going on in the pack between Hedman and Svatos. No quarter being given. Shane King now in fifth place, having dropped back. And Eckenbach's gone. Eckenbach's gone, which leaves Smets now as the leader. On the number one, Husaberg, the Belgian, pulling it out again. Going to repeat his double. Fight for sixth place with Van Dorn and Pignotti, but ahead of them, Smets is all alone. King has problems and he finishes in seventh, so Smets wins. Laka finishes second, and Johansson finishes in third place.
Shane King, he was the leader of the championship before this race, and yeah, I won the first moto, I won the second. The second moto, Shane King was only 7 or 6, and so I'm taking a lot of points back on my biggest protagonist. So I feel confident for the future of this championship.
Bad luck for King, who's hurt his hand. Extremely disappointed. Smets wins the Grand Prix, Laka second, and Johansson moves up in the championship in third place. We talked to Peter Johansson.
Now, Daryl, but I lose points on Smets and also on King, I think. So, but I'm third now overall, and that's good.
Thank you.
Well, Shane King still leading the championship from Joel Smets and Peter Johansson, but Daryl King, who missed the event, moving up perhaps in the next ones. Only 1 point advantage. Next Grand Prix in Holland, big fight between these guys. That's been Eurosport. This has been Speedworld. You've been with me.
The force of lightning.
Has a